In this video, I'll go over the outline and the main differences between the Intel Core i5-13600K and the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X. These two processors are very close in terms of pricing and performance, so deciding which one to buy can be a bit daunting. But let's go over the main points, starting with pricing. The Intel Core i5-13600K currently retails for around $299 US, while the Ryzen 5 7600X costs $240. However, using the cost of the processors themselves don't paint the whole picture. You need to consider the cost of the motherboard and the RAM as well. For the Intel system, the motherboards ranges between $140 and $200, and for the AMD system, motherboards can cost between $200 and $250. Of course, you'll find cheaper and more expensive motherboards. However, these prices are based on popular models that are used in mid-level and budget builds. As for the RAM, you'll have to go ahead with DDR5 RAM for the AMD system, which at the lower end costs around $3.2 per gigabyte. As for the Intel system, you can choose to either save a bit and go with DDR4, which will cost you around $2.2 per gigabyte, or you can go with DDR5 if you wish so. So all in all, in terms of cost, you're looking to spend an average of $50 to $100 more if you go with the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X. As for the upgrade path, the AM5 chipset for AMD is planned to be supported until 2025, while the 13th gen Intel processors are the last to be supported on the current chipset. So this is something that you'll have to keep in mind. If you want to upgrade in the near future, an AMD system makes the most sense. If you decide to pick up the 13600K, be aware that when it comes to time to upgrade, you'll have to upgrade the motherboard as well. As for performance, both processors are great. In fact, I doubt you'd be disappointed with going with either one of them. However, let's take a look at the numbers. For gaming, it's clear that the Ryzen 5 7600X comes on top. Looking at these benchmarks from Hardware Unboxed 54-game benchmark test, we can see that at 1080p, the 7600X is 5% faster than the 13600K. At 1440p, the 7600X is 4% faster, and at 4K, the 7600X is 2% faster than the 13600K. Of course, for more in-depth data and benchmarks, I highly recommend checking out Hardware Unboxed video, which will be the first link in the description. Now for productivity applications. The 13600K is faster and has substantial gains over the 7600X in regards to productivity performance. Around 30% faster in average than the 7600K according to Jared's Tech benchmarks, which I also highly recommend you check out. Link is in the description. Another point to consider is power efficiency. The 7600X is a more efficient processor, consuming less power and outputting less heat as compared to the 13600K. However, the difference is not big enough for it to be a big deciding factor. So back to the question of today's video, which one to buy? I think it totally depends on your use case and plans for future upgradability. If you game and do a lot of productivity tasks like streaming or video editing, I think the 13600K is the option to go with. On the other hand, if you mainly do gaming and want to build a system that has an upgrade path, the Ryzen 5 7600X is the way to go. But I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions about this. Which one do you think is the better processor? Comment down below with your thoughts. That's it. Thank you.